Nature is what we see. The hill, the afternoon, squirrel, eclipse, the bumblebee. Nay, nature is heaven. Nature is what we hear. The bobolink, the sea, thunder, the cricket. Nay, nature is harmony. Nature is what we know, yet have no art to say. So impotent our wisdom is to her simplicity.
This is our place. This is our home.
Here we are at our forest school at Padiham Green Primary School. We'll show you around later. The University of Central Lancashire have a campus in Burnley in an old mill called Victoria Mill.
Our reporters went there to meet Professor Creed, the Pro Vice Chancellor for Euclid's Medical School.
Nice to meet you, St John. Thank you for speaking to us today.
It's lovely to meet you both and thank you for inviting me.
How do you prepare the medical students for the impact that poor food, health literacy and/or the environment has on the NHS?
That's a really great question. We think the education we now give our students is not to just treat diseases, but to treat the environments as well. If we just keep treating diseases, we will not move on. So the best way to prevent diseases is for your generation, for example, not to eat chips all the time or McDonald's or drink or smoke. It's to try and ensure that your generation and your children's generation learn from the mistakes that my generation made.
Thank you for taking the time to speak to us today, St John.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Riley and Susanna. Thank you.
We're very proud of our forest school here at Padiham Green Primary School.
Here is a short clip showing all the activities that we get involved in here, and we're going to ask some pupils from school the questions that King Charles sent us about climate change and the environment.
Good morning, Steve! Order number 27.
Hi, I'm Bailey.
Hi, I'm Ruby.
And we're going to be asking Year 4 the King's questions in our forest school. What do you like about forest school?
The mud kitchen and woodwork. Bird watching, and I love learning about how birds fly.
How can you have a positive impact on your environment?
If you see any rubbish on the floor, like if there's a bin nearby, you can just pick it up and put it in the bin. We can recycle, like using rain like water.
An ecosystem is when other animals rely on each other to help survive.
Do you think it is good to grow your own vegetables?
Yeah, because you don't have to buy anymore.
You don't have to do plastic packaging.
Yeah, because it gets more food into the world. Yeah, because you can save your own money.
We wanted to speak to a farmer about climate change and sustainability, and we were lucky enough to have the opportunity to meet Patrick Holden.
We couldn't go to Wales, but we met with Patrick online. Here's our conversation.
Hi Patrick, thank you for taking your time to talk to us today.
Hi Trixie and Bailey. I'm so happy that you're asking me these questions, so thank you.
What is sustainable farming and why are all farms not sustainable?
Well, that's such a good question. Sustainable farming is farming in harmony with nature. It's also trying to avoid the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides because we are worried that they get into the environment and into our food. Instead, we use a crop rotation, which is 7 years long, 5 years of grass, and then 2 years of cropping. So sustainable farming really is trying to work in harmony with natural cycles and produce delicious food without harming the environment, and also, hopefully, putting carbon back in the soil because that's good for climate change.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. It's an honour to talk to you today.
No, it's an honour for me to talk to you. We need to hand on our knowledge to you because you can be the best and most beautiful farmers of the future. That's what we need you to be. And thank you for your interest.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have really enjoyed learning about our environment in our local community, inspired by the King's questions.
Here are the key messages that we have learned.
We can help and volunteer to plant trees which provides oxygen.
We should treat our world like a gift and not destroy our environment, but treasure it.
We can have a positive impact on the environment around us by not burning fossil fuels and using more solar panels.
You can plant vegetables like we do in forest school.
We can all work together to have a bigger voice and a bigger impact on climate change.
I have learnt that we can shop locally and eat healthier so that it is less likely for us to get ill. Global warming can affect our world. To prevent this, we can move on to sustainable farming. I think we can use cars less and walk more.
We hope you've enjoyed our film.
It doesn't end here. What can you do to make a difference?